Hiya and welcome back to the National Indigenous Times Daily News Bulletin. As NAIDOC Week kicks off, the latest stories from across the nation highlight culture, community and ongoing struggles for justice and recognition. From powerful new symbols creating Torres Strait Islander heritage to important steps forward in Indigenous representation and youth advocacy, here's what's shaping Indigenous Affairs in Australia on Friday the 4th of July. The Royal Australian Mint has released two special $2 coins to mark 30 years since the Torres Strait Islander flag became an official national symbol. The coins were designed by Mint artist Alyssa Waterford and artwork from Urub designer Lavinia Kitchell, which features the 1992 Torres Strait Islander flag design by Bernard Namook. The coins include the flag's colours, green for land, blue for sea, and black for the Torres Strait Islander people, along with patterns designed by traditional fishing nets. The release includes 7,500 fine silver-proof coins and 100,000 coloured uncirculated coins. The Mint says the coins honour strength, culture and deep connection to country held by Torres Strait Islander peoples. 5 delegates from the Uluru Youth Dialogue will travel to Geneva this month to present at the 18th session of the Expert Mechanism on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, held from July 14th to the 18th at the United Nations. Co-chairs Alira Davies and Bridget Kammer, alongside youth ambassadors Bridie Zors, Sonia Stewart and Joanne Colthard, will represent Australia's only established youth body dedicated to constitutional recognition of First Peoples. Their participation marks a significant milestone in elevating the Uluru Statement from the Heart to the international stage, with the delegation set to share insights from their ongoing work in Australia while learning from Indigenous advocates around the world. Davies said the opportunity reflects the tireless work of youth ambassadors nationwide and hopes the experience will strengthen their advocacy and inspire future generations. Kammer added that the group is determined to keep pushing forward despite the referendum result, saying the current status quo continues to fail Indigenous communities. Their address at the United Nations session will highlight the importance of Indigenous youth voices in shaping a more just and hopeful future. Gonlin Falls, one of Kakadu National Park's most culturally significant sites, has reopened to the public after a 6-year closure. The site was shut after a walking path was constructed through a sacred men's site, resulting in a $200,000 fine to Parks Australia. Since then, Parks Australia has worked closely with traditional owners, the Northern Land Council and the Aboriginal Areas Protection Authority to realign tracks, upgrade facilities and ensure cultural protection. A new lease agreement was signed in April and new interpretive signage developed with traditional owners now educates visitors about the deep Jawoyn culture to the land. Traditional owners and government representatives gathered on Friday to mark the reopening, with Federal Minister Malarndirri McCarthy and NT MP Marion Scrimshaw praising the cultural significance and tourism potential of the site. Indigenous justice advocates have raised serious concerns over the NT's government's move to restrict access to youth diversion programs, warning it will lead to more children being funneled into the prison system. The CLP's changes to the youth justice regulations expand on the list of offences ineligible for diversion, including non-violent crimes like driving stolen vehicles, with Chief Minister Leah Finocchiaro declaring the catch and release approach is over. Members of Justice Not Jails, including Janella Scott and Crystal Roberts, say the decision ignores proven community-based solutions and will worsen outcomes for at-risk youth. The Justice Reform Initiative also criticised the move as politically motivated and out of step with decades of evidence showing diversion reduces reoffending. Dr. Mindy Saturi called on the government to stop playing politics and invest in programs that address the root causes of crime. The Victorian government has announced it will introduce legislation to make the First Peoples Assembly a permanent statutory body, solidifying the state's elected First Nations voice to Parliament within existing democratic structures. The move follows the release of Europe Justice Commission's final reports and reflects ongoing efforts to advance treaty and truth-telling in Victoria. While the Assembly will not have veto powers over legislation, it will be able to advise government, pose questions to ministers, and influence key decisions affecting Aboriginal communities. The body's proposed responsibilities include shaping government policy, overseeing Aboriginality confirmation, driving infrastructure investment, and making appointments to public boards. Premier Jacinta Allen described the reform as a common-sense approach, dismissing concerns raised by the state opposition, who claim the move contradicts the outcome of the Federal Voice referendum. The assembly, made up of 33 traditional owners from across the state, was given a clear mandate in the 2023 treaty election and is expected to play a leading role in delivering real practical change for First Peoples in Victoria. To mark the beginning of NAIDOC Week, Indigenous rap collective 3%, made up of Nookie, Dallas Woods and Angus Field, have released a powerful music video for their single Our Greats, paying tribute to the First Nations leaders who have inspired generations. Featuring icons like Kathy Freeman, Patty Mills, Ash Barty and Adam Goods, the video honours legacy, resilience and pride. Created in collaboration with social organisation We Are Warriors, the video follows a young man's journey to meet his idol and includes a chorus sung by youth participants and Nookie's children. The group, whose acclaimed debut and award-winning album Kill the Dead has seen them rise to national prominence, and the song is a reminder to young mob that they are standing on the shoulders of our greats. That's today's daily news roundup from the National Indigenous Times. For more news, head to nit.com.au and sign up to our free newsletter today.